Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Fantasy Worlds bundle of April 2026. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and support the channel in the process. Before I begin, I'd like to thank you the viewers for watching my videos. I hope they're helpful, most importantly, knowing that you're watching it means the world. Anyway, let's get into this. And number 1 we have Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, a highly approachable RPG that appeals to both seasoned players and newcomers alike. An interdimensional rift has torn open, unleashing an overwhelming terror upon the realm. Despite valiant efforts by various nations to repel the enemy, victory remains elusive. Now, an opportunity arises for you to quell this menace, yet the path to success is far from straightforward. Your actions will initiate a cascading sequence of events, forever altering both your destiny and the world at large. This game distinguishes itself as an accessible RPG title by progressively introducing diverse game systems, sparing players from an overwhelming information overload. Embracing a more traditional RPG style, it offers a gradual, immersive experience, affording ample time to absorb crucial details and make informed decisions for your adventurous journey. With the ability to tailor your own character to suit your playstyle and an impressive selection of 25 classes, 12 character races, and over 1,000 spells, feats, and abilities, the game provides a wealth of choices for customization. Moreover, its user interface stands out for its clarity and logical design compared to many peers within the genre. The game's dark tone masterfully aligns with the world's lore, where hope seems like a fading memory. It further enhances accessibility by allowing players to opt for either turn-based or real-time combat, permitting strategic adaptability in various combat scenarios. The combat itself maintains a faster pace, a notable contrast to the more gradual adventuring aspect. The alchemy system adds depth to the crafting mechanics. Notably, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous boasts exceptional voice acting, a rarity in classic RPGs. While the story could have been further refined, it remains adequate enough to drive players forward. The game embraces the hallmark of a good RPG by offering meaningful dialogue choices that significantly impact the game's progression and narrative. These choices often navigate morally ambiguous territory, transcending the conventional notion of good versus evil. Aligning with apparent antagonists to advance one's own agenda can lead to numerous compelling outcomes. In conclusion, this game's outstanding accessibility features and commendable pacing make it equally enjoyable for newcomers and seasoned veterans. With its wealth of choices, engaging combat mechanics, and impactful decision-making, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous is a compelling RPG experience. And number 2 we have Asterigos, Curse of the Stars, an action-adventure game often labeled as a Souls-like due to its stamina-based combat and challenging nature. However, it leans more towards accessibility, earning the title Souls-Light. Following the journey of Hilda, a young warrior on the North Wind Legion, you delve into a world reminiscent of the Roman conquest, featuring twists on Greek and Roman gods and legends. Equipped with 6 diverse weapons, including a sword and shield, twin daggers, a massive hammer, a spear, a magical staff or bracers, Hilda's arsenal offers flexibility and depth. You can seamlessly switch between 2 weapons, each of its combos and special abilities, enhancing the combat experience. The addition of elemental states further diversifies your tactics, providing a strategic advantage. Asterigos doesn't follow the traditional Souls-like formula entirely. The absence of a limited healing flask and the ability to collect salves adds a unique touch. While over 20 challenging bosses await you, the game maintains a fair balance, ensuring that death doesn't result in significant setbacks. The narrative unfolds through echoes, magical imprints of past conversations, adding depth to the story. However, the lack of a map or clear navigation can be a drawback, occasionally leaving you uncertain about your next move. Visually, Asterigos doesn't stand out dramatically, but its well-drawn environments and cartoony art style suit the narrative. Despite a few areas where the game falters, such as repetitive combat strategies and an awkward jump mechanic, Asterigos, Curse of the Stars emerges as an excellent adventure game. With a likable protagonist, an intriguing world, and satisfying combat, it offers an engaging experience, especially for those seeking a more accessible entry into the Souls-like genre. And number 3 we have Gestalt, Steam and Cinder, a 2D action platformer that blends steampunk style with Metroidvania structure, putting you in control of Alethea, a mercenary exploring the layered rusted city of Canaan. You'll uncover ancient vaults, battle mechanical foes, and wield strange powers in a world that's both beautifully detailed and decayed. The pixel art is vibrant, animations are slick, and every swing, shot, and dash feels tight and responsive. While the story is rich of lore and intrigue, it sometimes rushes through exposition, tossing out big names and ideas faster than you can process them. Still, the elsewhere cutscenes and side quests add enough flavor to keep you hooked. Combat shines brightest, fast-paced, skill-based, and full of satisfying combos that reward timing and precision. The upgrade system lets you develop Alethea's abilities, though the lack of meaningful build variety keeps progression from feeling fully personal. Some boss fights drag on too long, and the map design can get confusing due to cluttered layouts. The inability to skip cutscenes during replays also slows the pace for speedrunners. Despite these gripes, Gestalt nails the fundamentals: strong mechanics, engaging exploration, and a killer soundtrack that perfectly complements its industrial vibe. Short, but memorable, this is a game made by people who clearly love the genre. If you crave sharp combat, atmospheric worlds, and a story dripping of steam and mystery, you'll find Gestalt, Steam and Cinder a rewarding and stylish adventure. At number 4 we have the Royal Writ, a vibrant roguelike deck builder where you lead a colorful army of animal units to reclaim a medieval kingdom. If you find yourself addicted to the poker-inspired mechanics of Balatro, this title offers a similar brand of just one more run energy, though it swaps cards for a tactical march across a battlefield. You play units into columns, strategically balancing blue cards that deal flat damage and red cards that act as multipliers. As your units march forward, they interact with battlefield elements like bridges and traps while accumulating power based on their position. You quickly learn that this isn't just about building a static deck. It's a frantic race where units constantly die due to injuries or reaching the enemy side. You might find success by swarming enemies with ants or growing a powerful worm through permanent buffs, but you must always be ready to adapt when your best soldiers are lost. The depth increases significantly between battles, where you navigate branching paths to upgrade your army or trade units for powerful artifacts. While the game provides a wealth of content, including a punishing second act with new mechanics, the initial learning curve is steep. You may find the early hours overwhelming as you grasp the complex multipliers and positioning logic. However, if you persist through the initial friction, you will discover a dense rewarding strategy experience that offers a unique charming twist on the genre, making the eventful climb to the crown feel truly earned. At number 5 we have Gedonia 2, an ambitious open-world action RPG crafted by a solo developer, serving as a direct sequel that scales up every system from the original. If you possess a nostalgia for classic titles like Morrowind or Gothic, you'll find this indie gem remarkably appealing. It blends old-school CRPG depth with modern freedom, placing you in a more mature world defined by geopolitical tension and faction-based conflict. As you explore, you'll discover that character progression is the game's greatest strength. You aren't locked into a specific class. Instead, you navigate a massive skill tree to build mages, warriors, or hybrid summoners. Combat feels more tactical and responsive than its predecessor, occasionally leaning into Souls-like mechanics where timing and dodging are vital. The world itself is vast and layered, encouraging you to climb mountains or dive into underwater ruins to find randomized loot and unique treasures. Beyond solo play, you can engage in cooperative multiplayer, allowing you to tackle quests and bosses with friends while maintaining your individual character progress. While you may notice some indie rough edges, such as stiff animations, occasional pathfinding bugs, and a lack of voice acting, the earnest writing and atmospheric soundtrack keep you immersed. The addition of base building and deep crafting ensures there is always something to do. Gedonia 2 respects your intelligence and curiosity. It offers a rewarding sandbox where your choices influence the fate of kingdoms, providing a dense, satisfying role-playing journey that successfully captures the spirit of the classics. At number 6 we have Deck of Souls. This game merges roguelike deck building with the punishing gameplay of a Souls-like. You're thrust into a cycle of life, death, and rebirth, wielding the power to turn enemies into cards and forge a personalized Deck of Souls. Here's the challenge. You need to break free of an infinite loop and seal the gates of hell. You begin by creating your hero, selecting from 3 classes: Divine Knight, Holy Lich, or Saint Talon, each offering unique gameplay styles. The Divine Knight smashes through enemies, Holy Lich relies on precise magical prowess, and Saint Talon thrives on stealth and poison mechanics. Your choices influence not only your gear and abilities, but also the moral dilemmas that punctuate each chapter. Will you spare the bosses for their help, or execute them to claim raw power? These decisions shape your journey. Combat is a strategic turn-based affair, where each card placement demands foresight. The inclusion of gear and set bonuses further deepens your tactical options. Equipping souls of defeated bosses imbues weapons with game-changing effects, amplifying your dominance or your downfall. While Deck of Souls boasts pixel art that grows on you and a fitting soundtrack, minor issues like a lack of tutorial clarity and limited environments slightly mar the experience. Still, its blend of deck building, moral choices, and roguelike elements make it worth exploring. For fans of Slay the Spire and Dark Souls, this is a gem that promises an intense, albeit concise adventure. At number 7 we have Mika and the Witch's Mountain. A lovely fantasy adventure that lets you live out Kiki's delivery service dreams. You play as Mika, an aspiring witch who is yeeted off of a mountain by her grumpy mentor. After breaking her broom in the fall, you must settle in a village at the base to earn money for repairs and prove your worth by climbing back up on your own merits. The core gameplay involves zooming around a visually delightful island on your broom, delivering packages for a local service. This is not just a simple trip from A to B. You must manage delicate cargo that takes damage if it gets wet or bumped. Since your broom has limited flight boosts, you'll need to navigate air tunnels and vertical vortexes strategically. As you progress, you can upgrade your broom to carry more items, though this increases the risk of damaging your deliveries. Beyond deliveries, you can hunt for collectibles, like statuettes and hidden tarot cards, tucked inside breakable amphoras. While the controls are mostly responsive, the broom can occasionally feel a bit cattywampus or overly sensitive. The game offers about 8 hours of main story content, stretching to 10 if you aim for completion. Despite minor issues like unexplained mechanics and occasional typos, it is a cozy high-scoring experience for fans of fetch quests and exploration. It is a charming, magical journey that rewards those who enjoy the simple pleasure of flying. At number 8 we have Dreamscaper, an action RPG with roguelite elements. The game's premise revolves around the main character, Cassidy, who battles her inner demons through a series of dreams, each of their own unique challenges and enemies. The game's art style is visually striking with a vibrant and colorful palette that creates a distinct dreamlike atmosphere. You take on the role of Cassidy, exploring the various dreamscapes and battling enemies using a combination of melee and ranged attacks. Combat is smooth and responsive, with players able to execute a variety of combos and abilities. Difficulty ramps up as players progress through the different dreamscapes, with each new level presenting new challenges and enemies to overcome. One of the game's most unique features is its daytime sequences, where players can interact with different characters in Cassidy's waking life. These sequences allow players to develop Cassidy's relationships and acquire new abilities and items that can aid them in their dream battles. Dreamscaper's roguelike elements come in the form of procedurally generated levels, and permadeath. Each run through the game is unique with different layouts and enemy placement, making each playthrough feel fresh and unpredictable. However, the permadeath mechanic can be frustrating, as players must start from the beginning each time they die, losing all progress and items acquired in previous runs. The story is woven into the dreamscapes and is revealed through various interactions and cutscenes. While the story is not the game's primary focus, it adds depth and context to Cassidy's struggles and motivations. One of the game's minor drawbacks is limited enemy variety. While the enemies are well designed and challenging, players may start to feel repetition in later levels. The game's bosses, however, are a highlight, with unique mechanics and design to provide a satisfying challenge. Dreamscaper provides a decent amount of content, with each playthrough taking around 6 to 8 hours to complete. The game's replayability comes from its roguelike elements, with players able to try different builds and strategies with each new run. In conclusion, Dreamscaper is a visually striking and engaging action RPG with roguelike elements. While the permadeath mechanic can be frustrating at times, the game's procedural generation and unique features make each playthrough feel fresh and exciting. If you're a fan of action RPGs or roguelites, Dreamscaper is definitely worth checking out. At number 9 we have A Guidebook of Babel. A narrative-driven puzzle adventure that plunges you into a world where the butterfly effect reigns supreme. Launched in August 2023, this indie gem has garnered widespread acclaim for its captivating storytelling, intricate puzzles, and richly imaginative setting. Your journey commences aboard the Babel, a mysterious vessel ferrying souls to the afterlife. Here, memories fuel the journey, and the enigmatic crew aids passengers in navigating their final voyage. The game's premise, blending themes of death, memory, and rebirth with humor and whimsy, resonates deeply. Armed with a special pen, you can rewrite the past, a pivotal aspect of the gameplay that invites exploration of different timelines and their repercussions. Ingeniously crafted puzzles demand innovative thinking and attention to detail to alter events and outcomes. The narrative weaves multiple storylines, each adding layers of emotion and depth, from a pilot battling a monsoon to a clown in search of his daughter. Visually stunning, the game's retro cartoon aesthetics evoke an enchanting yet slightly eerie ambiance. Critics laud its mature gameplay and seamless integration of storytelling and puzzles, earning it high praise and accolades. Player experiences vary, with some reveling in the intricate puzzles and others praising its handling of weighty themes. Challenges notwithstanding, A Guidebook of Babel offers a masterful blend of storytelling, puzzle solving, and time manipulation, a must-play for fans of narrative-driven adventures and intricate puzzles. Step aboard the Babel, secure your ticket, and embark on a whimsical yet profound journey. At number 10 we have LunarLux. Embark on a cosmic journey unlike any other with LunarLux, a captivating hybrid turn-based action-adventure RPG set on the moon. LunarLux immerses you in a tale of determination, discovery, and epic battles against the dreaded antimatter abomination known as the Mercs. The game's vibrant visuals and captivating character designs pay homage to its predecessors while carving out a unique identity. As you navigate the moon's surface, you'll encounter a diverse cast of characters, each with their own quirks and motivations. From the determined protagonist Bella to her fellow lunar warriors, every character is meticulously crafted to immerse you in the game's rich narrative. The story of LunarLux is a tale of courage and conflict, following Bella's quest to save her world from the encroaching threat of the Mercs. With unexpected twists and heartfelt moments, the story unfolds as Bella grapples with her duty as a lunar warrior and her desire for a peaceful solution. In terms of gameplay, LunarLux offers a refreshing blend of turn-based combat and action-packed sequences. Engage in strategic battles against the Mercs, utilizing a variety of skills and abilities to overcome your adversaries. The game's combat mechanics, including a Lux combo system and SP management, add depth and challenge to each counter. Beyond combat, LunarLux encourages exploration and progression, rewarding you with hidden treasures and upgrades as you traverse the moon's surface. Utilize your jetpack to navigate zero-gravity environments and uncover secrets hidden in the depths of space. LunarLux delivers a captivating gaming experience that seamlessly blends nostalgia with innovation. Whether you're a fan of JRPGs or sci-fi adventures, LunarLux offers something for everyone. Dive into the stellar adventure and discover the wonders of LunarLux for yourself. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle is an absolute steal for any RPG loot goblins. Snagging heavy hitters like Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous and the gorgeous Asterigos for a few bucks is basically a cheat code for your library. Whether you want to grind through massive CRPGs or chill with cozy vibes like Mika and the Witch's Mountain, this pack delivers. It's high tier value with zero filler. Definitely worth the gold before the deal despawns. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.